Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and today I'm going to be showing you how I took this old weathered furniture and gave it a complete makeover. So as you can see, this furniture is very weathered. It is very in need of some help. It was on our patio and it was uncovered, unprotected. It was getting rained on. It just wasn't very well taken care of. So the first step, I was actually just experimenting here. This chair has like a corded siding, if you will. I knew that it was a fabric and I wanted to change the look of it, and I really like darker colors. So I wanted to see if I could spray paint it and if that would work for giving it a refresh. One thing about this is because it's a fabric, it absorbs the paint, and so I had to use a lot of paint to get full coverage on the fabric strings. Next, I went ahead and got my random orbital sander and sanded down a lot of the actual seat part. You'll see that this is kind of unnecessary when you see what I end up doing with it. But at the time that I was doing this was really just me kind of fabricating here. But when I decided to paint it, I was just like, I did not need to spend that much time sanding down this entire seat to the raw wood. But hey, the fact that I sanded it down is actually going to make this paint last longer, so I'm not mad at it. So you're gonna see me bounce around here from the couch to the chairs, and it's just because I got different footage of different pieces of furniture, but in the end, the process was all the same. So I went ahead and sanded down the arms, and I sanded down the areas where black paint got onto the sanded wood just because I knew I was going to stain it. Sanding solid wood furniture is so satisfying. And don't be like me and forget to wear a mask at all times. I do wear a mask most of the time, but I don't know why when I'm worried about recording, that's usually the time that I forget. But you will see me with a mask on in some of these clips. This was the table that went with the set. I bought all these pieces together as a set, and this table was in the worst condition of all the pieces. So it was kind of my test dummy because I was the least concerned with making sure that it came out nicely, if I'm just being honest. Because even though I bought all of this furniture together, I'm not actually a huge fan of matching sets of furniture. So I am looking to replace that table anyways. So here I am using the Minwax Poly Shades. I use this because it's a stain and poly all in one, so the poly gives it the protection factor. So it was just one application process. Normally you would have to sand, then stain, then potentially sand again, then stain again, then add the poly. I don't have time for all of that. This was just giving some furniture that we already had a bit of a refresh so I can extend the lifetime of this furniture. I started staining the table using a sponge, and I quickly realized that I hated that application method. The cloths turned out so much better, more even, and just better. And I did that weathered look on purpose. Like, I wanted it to look very rustic with the black My style is modern industrial, so I really leaned into the industrial vibes with this furniture. These cushions are from Sam's Club. They are actually Sunbrella. What you see me putting together here is actually a cantilever umbrella. My little helper every now and again, coming to check on the status of my projects. We'll call him Quality Assurance. I really love this cantilever umbrella because it provides some shade out here. We used to have an awning at our previous house. In this house, the clearance between the roof and the top of the siding was too small for us to install a awning. So this cantilever is perfect. And then I love the color. It adds some color to this space. Everything's pretty neutral. So this isn't the final setup of the patio. I just kind of threw these things up here just so that they would be in a space. So I put a doormat on this part of the concrete and left it overnight, and it made this stain, and I brought out the pressure washer and it still wouldn't come up. So I got this wire bristle brush and I am scrubbing, trying to get it out. And while it lightened it a whole lot, it's still not up completely. So if you have any recommendations for how to get this out, I would greatly appreciate them. Like I said, looks a lot better, but I still see it. So hopefully it just washes away with time, but it's an eyesore. And I only left the doormat here for like less than 24 hours. I do not know what happened. It was just like a regular natural fiber doormat from IKEA. You'll see on that table in the middle, just like I was telling you before, it really didn't take the stain very well, but it will be replaced shortly. This table is actually from my parents' house. They had this table for a really long time, and my dad asked me if I wanted it. I purchased these chairs actually from Lowe's, and I will link those as well. And so this is our little patio area. I'm really excited about how the chairs came out. I think they look great. And even though it's weathered, I think it just looks purposeful and intentional now instead of just janky like it looked before. These Sunbrella cushions are great. They're nice and comfortable, and they have not faded. They've been in the sun, they've been rained on, they've been all the things. And they're perfect. And it's nice. We have a little area for sitting and chatting, and then we have an area for eating next to the grill, just enjoying our outdoor space. We do have a pretty substantial sized yard, so I wanted us to actually be able to enjoy it. And this setup of the patio allows us to actually enjoy our space. If you have questions about anything that I talked about today or any products that I used, feel free to ask in the comments below, and check in the description box for any products that I have links for. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. See you in my next upload. I hope you guys have a great day on purpose.